Let's segue off into the next topic. Israil Madrimov, Vergil Ortiz. Very interesting fight. Early on, you saw Israil Madrimov do a lot of moving, a lot of awkwardness, and dropping his hands a lot. I didn't like that. But you saw Vergil Ortiz begin to stalk him, go to the body, break him down, and kind of beat him more decisively than Terrence Crawford did. Um, so my question to you, coach, is what did you think about the match? Do you think that Vergil Ortiz showed that he's a true contender at 154? And did you think that Vergil Ortiz beat Israil Madrimov more decisively? And yet again, Israil Madrimov is in yet another tough fight. So do you feel like they're running Israil Madrimov into the ground? Let me know something.
Uh, as far as Vergil Ortiz defending his interim title, he did. He took advantage of what was there. Madrimov didn't really make him have to go above and beyond to obtain his title in this fight, in my opinion. He did make it. The fight was very interesting in the beginning. First few rounds it was very interesting. Madrimov was, like Capo said, he was being awkward. He was using his footwork. He did have his hands down way too much for my liking, because you're not one of those slick fighters who fight with the swift, quick jab, and you can bring it up from the hip and shoot, and land your jab accurately, quickly, and vastly. But his hands was down too much, for my liking, just like Capo mentioned as well. Uh, I would say I think he's a contender at 154. I like Vergil Ortiz. I like him a lot because he represents his style well. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't shy away from it. And when you turn up the heat, he turns up the heat. And if you're not gonna turn up the heat, he's still gonna bring the heat. That's in my opinion, that's what a champion is about. You know what I'm saying? Is you going to bring your style to this fight, no matter what level you on or what level you want to take it to. I'm always be there with you. And if you don't want to get on cloud nine with me, then guess what? I'm gonna beat you down to ground zero. And that's what I like about Vergil Ortiz Jr. So I feel like mentally, he is 100% a contender. And physically, I feel like he still has some more room to grow. Sometimes I don't like when he gets, full on in that straight stalking stage. He's not letting his jab go, and he's coming forward. He's looking for those two killer punches to put you out. But at the same time, I like him. I think he's a threat in his division. I like his mentality. I like how he's moving. But at the same time, in this match, I kind of seen where he just kind of took advantage of a guy who really didn't offer him nothing, like I said in the beginning, to make him fight above and beyond and outside of the box to actually retain his title.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that Israil Madrimov, man, I feel like he should have got like a little tune up in. You know, and for him to come from a Terrence Crawford fight, and then he was supposed to fight Boachuk and then fight Vergil Ortiz, you could run a guy to the ground. You know what I mean? A guy got to get his confidence back. So you want him in a tune-up. That's going to be a tough fight, but at the same time, he's supposed to win that fight. So sucks for Israil Madrimov. You know what I mean? He was riding high off that Terrence Crawford performance. Although he lost, I feel like he beat Terrence Crawford. But although he lost to Terrence Crawford, I feel like his team, and this is what we talking about with these teams. You boxers gotta get the right people in your corner. You know what I mean? Me and Coach got some things coming. So what we saying, y'all gonna physically see. Let us get some pro fighters. And y'all gonna see what we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna see how we gonna move them. Y'all gonna see how they move. And remember this video. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna speak about it. Remember this video. I'm telling you, when we get some pro fighters, y'all gonna see how we move them. Y'all gonna see how this thing gonna go. Because you can't run your fight into the ground. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I'm saying about Turkey Al-Sheikh and a lot of these promoters is they going after the money. They throwing the money, they're going after it. It's cool. But at the same time, sometimes you got to pass up on an opportunity. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Because you got to worry about the mental health of your fighter. You got to worry about the well-being of your fighter. If he fighting tough fight after tough fight after tough fight, injuries start lingering. That's when your fighter now he's spending more time rehabbing than actually building his skill and adding to his arsenal. You got what I mean? So I've seen it. I've seen guys that I've trained with. They were very skilled, but they fought tough fight after tough fight, and then next thing you know, they getting these injuries, and then they spending more time outside the gym just rehabbing, and then when they come back, they're not the same fighter that they once was. So it's a lot of that. I mean, we seen that with Errol Spence. Errol Spence, due to his antics outside of the ring, what I mean, he wasn't living his life like a boxer. He's admitted that, but it caught up with him. So he spent more time outside of the ring rehabbing and, recovering from this, recovering from that, having fat camps and all this other stuff because he can't train because he's recovering from injuries and stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that go into this.